Alright, I'm here in Superior, Arizona, filming location for the famous movie that came out in 1997 from Oliver Stone called U-Turn. It was filmed pretty much primarily right here, and then another location I'll show you later. As you can see at the top of the hill, there's Sheriff's Department. All down this drag, which I'm going to show you, is where a lot of the scenes took place. For example, there's Jake McKenna's real estate. And then they hid this with a big sign that advertised for him, which is now looks like a little, I don't know, rest play area, whatever. But right here is where he made, he was on, Sean Penn's character was on the phone with the mob boss, the Russian guy in Vegas. And Sean Penn told him, well, fuck you then. And he's sorry. It was right here. And this is also the location where Sean Penn and Jennifer Lopez walked down the street, starting way back there, which I'll show you. And they got in the Jeep approximately right here. But anyway, I'm gonna stop and go as we go, and tell you more and show you a location. But here's the building that Nick Nolte ran as real estate agent. And you see on the side here where the sign was, it's completely painted over now, which is too bad. But okay, I'm gonna pause it and we'll just continue on. Okay, I'm continuing my video. Here is what was the bus terminal. Bus sign was right there. Right here is where Sean Penn's character comes up on the Indian, played by John Vaughn. He was right there at that window, and he asked him to go get a soda, and which he did. And there's a little trick photography, but I'll show you how that played out. It wasn't as close. It's over there, and I'll come back to that. But he crosses the road. He brings a soda. John Vaughn, throws, splashes some on the ground for Mother Earth after giving Sean Penn's character a guilt trip, and then talking about he went to Vietnam, lost his eyes. So Sean Penn decided to give him a soda. So then, right there is where Sean Penn saw the dog, went to touch it, and he says, my dog's dead. And then Sean saw Jennifer Lopez come out here, walk this corner, and then as she came down, they walked together down here past this store that had Superior Food lettering on those top windows, and they continued as Sean Penn's carrying her drapes, walked down, and then they crossed the street right here, and you'll see that arrow sign in the movie as well. It's on both sides of this pole. Yeah, you'll see it. See, it's on both sides. And then they cross the street, and this hasn't changed at all. Sprouse Ritz Company. It looks exactly the same. It's got the same looks like red orange tiles on it. That is exactly the same, no change. And they walk down, and like I said previously, right about here, just in front of Jake McKenna's real estate agency, is where they got in the Jeep to leave, beginning of the film. And then this is the phone area where he got on. I'm going to continue. I'm going to pause now and we'll continue. Okay. Again, this is where John Voight's Indian character that was blind was sitting. That's where Jennifer Lopez came out. Actually, I was wrong, and there was two soda machines. So Sean Penn comes up on him. He gets the whole spill about, I went to Vietnam, lose my eyes, I want some drink. So Sean Penn comes over here, crosses the road. This road was all dirt for the 3 months that they filmed here. They covered it with dirt. Got the soda from here, went back across, touched the dog, saw Jennifer Lopez, and then they walked down there. Now over here is a real cool scene I'm going to show you, because two scenes took place here. Also, it's where John Vaughn's character came stepping down for the second meeting, because they met 3 times. Last time was in the dark. But you see John Valt's character right here. Is this alleyway. So, I believe the phone was here. Jog my memory, I'm sorry. It's either phone or another soda machine. Well, if you look, you'll see these housing structures in the back, pretty much the same. And then this is where Joaquin Phoenix character jumps Sean Penn right here, talking about defending his girl. This is the 3rd meeting between those TNT, Tony and Tucker. They call me TNT. And when I go off, and then, you know, but he jumps him here, and finally Sean Penn on this 3rd meeting had enough and basically whooped his ass, put him on the ground, approximately right here. Claire Danes' character came from right here, past these double doors. She attacks Sean Penn in this alley, gets knocked down. Joaquin Phoenix, TNT, gets the snot beat out of him. And then Sean Penn walks off, and as he's leaving, they do a pull-out from a little bit farther away than this. But you see the 2 characters laying on the ground. So that's the building, and that's pretty cool. Another shot of the police station. Shot of Main Street, Superior. There's not a whole lot here going on, but I talked to the locals, and hopefully with the production starting in the copper mines in the next 5 to 10 years, this place will be booming again. Let's hope for them. I'm gonna pause it now. Okay, we're at the cafe where part of the movie took place, and it was the first meeting between Tony and Tucker and Claire, which is Joaquin Phoenix, Claire Danes' character. 2 guys sitting at the bar. One of them was also in the movie of Billy Bob Thornton, A Simple Plan. He was sitting at the bar, and Powers Booth, the sheriff, comes in. Let's take a look. It's changed, but a lot of it's still the same. So here's the middle. This is where Power Booth character goes back to help Flo and drops the coffee as he helped himself. He smashes it right there. Along this wall was all the booths, and the famous booth that Claire Danes' character was sitting at was right here in this corner as she looks over to look at Sean Penn, who was spinning the coin. He was sitting, I would say he was sitting right about here, wasn't he?
What's that?
Sean Penn was sitting right about here.
Yes,
He was sitting right here, and he was spinning that coin, and she came up, well, I'd say right here, because the 2 guys were sitting right there, and he was spinning that coin. Claire Danes walks over and talks about, don't you love Patsy Cline? And he lets her know that she passed away, and that shocked the hell out of her. And then that's when Joaquin Phoenix comes rolling in and introduced himself in a harsh manner. I'm Tony and Tucker. People around here call me TNT, because when I go off, people get hurt. Well, then the sheriff walks in, goes back there, helps himself. So here it is. Pretty cool. One more time, and we'll continue on.